So, previously, MSI disappointed us with their supposedly upgraded version of the G2412F, the G255F. That monitor's imbalance of features and price made it one of the worst screens MSI has ever released. Now, hoping history doesn't repeat itself, we're going to have a look at the newest and supposedly upgraded version of the MSI G2412, the G2412F. And I can tell you in advance that there actually is a huge standout feature in this display, so be sure to watch the video to the end. Links for the best prices on this monitor are in the description, so let's dive right in. In terms of design, this monitor is completely identical to its other version. Nothing's changed here. It has the same V-shaped stand that takes up a good chunk of your desk space and offers nothing more than tilt adjustment. Besides, it has the same connectors, 2 HDMI and 1 DisplayPort. The only difference here is that the HDMI version is 2.0, contrary to the 1.4 of the older model, so you can take advantage of its full refresh rate. Speaking of which, this monitor has 10 Hz more than its predecessor, going from a 170 Hz to 180 Hz. The big question is, does that make a big difference? Well, technically, it is higher, but even when comparing them side by side, the difference in smoothness is barely noticeable. However, there is a slightly more noticeable reduction in motion blur, with this version proving to be a bit faster. But I wouldn't consider that a game changer since 180 Hz is still far from the 240 Hz, which is what pro players consider to be the minimum to do well in the scene. In fact, I would say the perfect audience for this screen is those who don't play professionally, but also dabble in other types of games, like story-driven ones. The IPS panel of this monitor makes it even better for this type of use. The G2412F has slightly more vibrant colors than its older brother, though the difference is minimal when both are calibrated. It covers 107% of the sRGB color gamut, while the normal version covers 102%. Now, having covered all the minor differences, let's get to the main improvement, the brightness ratio. This display has one of the highest brightness levels of all the budget MSI monitors I tested recently, outperforming even some of their best budget models, like the G244F E2. It has 300 nits on paper, but performs on par with some higher-end models with 350 nits. The benefit of that much brightness is very clear. You'll have a much better experience when using the monitor in a bright room, and the glare won't be as distracting. On the other hand, when using the monitor in a dark room, the IPS glow ended up being a bit too jarring for my taste, and I had to decrease the brightness to around 50%. The best part is that you can easily find this monitor being sold for around the same price as its older version, even though it is better. But you may be wondering how it compares to other budget monitors in the same price range, so let me clear this up for you. Compared to the G244F E2, which is one of my favorites in this price range, the G2412F is a bit faster and brighter, while the G244F E2 has better color accuracy, and its design aligns more with what a gaming monitor should look like, in my opinion. In any case, if the best budget monitor category was already convoluted enough, this MSI release only made it more complicated with its great features and prices. Let me know if you have any questions regarding which is the best choice. If you liked this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more content. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.